Right, we're off, and now the biggest challenge is Beitbridge border post. So hopefully it won't be too busy. Hopefully we're in luck. So we are approaching the South African side of the Beitbridge border post, and whatever you do, do not fall into this line of trucks. You just keep to the right and continue straight to the border post. Kan ek al langs daai heilig gaan parkeer?
Ja, asseblief. Ja, ja. Nee, net langs hierdie busie.
Hier is so So we are on our way to Lion Elephant Motel. It's about an hour's drive north of Beitbridge on the Harare Road. So along the road you can expect toll gates like these, and they cost $2 per normal passenger vehicle, and I think they also take rand, and it will be 30 rand I think today. So let's see what happens. Well, thanks man. Not too hot. Can I have a step please?
Thank you.
Thanks man. Stop. On the way to Harare, or Gonarezhou in our instance, you can either fill up in Beitbridge or at Bubi village. So that is about 90 kilometers from Beitbridge, and the next stop is Lundi River, which is another 100 kilometers from Bubi. So this is Bubi village, and Bubi village consists of a restaurant, butchery, and we are dodging potholes and fuel, and also some accommodation. And roadblocks are ever present in Zimbabwe. We thought for a brief couple of months that it was a thing of the past, however they are back with a vengeance. And put away your cameras when you approach. So we are approaching Lion Elephant Motel. Lion Elephant is it's a landmark in the Zimbabwean Lowveld, and it's on the Bubi River. The Bubi River joins the Limpopo River on the border between South Africa and Zimbabwe.
Oh, it's beautiful. Just look at this. Ah, kijk hoe mooi is het. Ach, ik moest eigenlijk even een foto gaan nemen.
Mostly sand. It's a year of sand and then perhaps a week of water every year. There's the elephant. The lion is out hunting. This is the landmark known as the Lion Elephant Motel. Now this hotel has seen many a New Year's party, many farmers meetings, weddings, birthday parties, etc. So this is really a landmark in this part of the world, and we used to live here quite close to, or we used to live in the area anyway, so quite close to Lion Elephant, about 40 kilometers from here. And it's been a while since we were here. I was here last. Of course, when this place was built, traffic wasn't such an issue as it is these days. The place also burned down. This was many years ago. I suspect about 30 maybe odd years ago. It used to have a thatched roof, and when it burnt down they decided to just put on they decided to replace that with an asbestos roof, and then this facade was built. So this, as long as I can remember, the hotel looked like this. Look at the bougainvilleas. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And here behind me. Brilliant. Gardens are always well kept. Definitely worth a stop. Even if you don't spend the night, just pop in, have a cold drink, support the restaurant, stretch your legs. In the year 2000, it's not a start of a song, it's actually in the year 2000, February of 2000, there were 2 cyclones that hit the area. And I think it was named Eileen, the one, and Felicia, the other. And they hit the area in, I think, about 2 weeks apart from each other. And the rainfall this place experienced in that 2 weeks was, I think, 3 times the annual average, just in 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time. And it was just too much. So the area experienced a flood, and everything you see here was flooded. About, as I stand here, about this deep. So just more than waist depth. So it was totally flooded. And they actually have a mark here on the wall, which shows you the flood level of 2000, and it's close to the bar, close to the ladies' toilet, you know. Here it is. There we go. So you can see, if I stand next to it here, that's how deep the water was. From here, right through the building, it was totally flooded. As far as I know, no loss of life, but a lot of damage to property. Hey, how are you? Oh, thanks, mate. So, I've known this hotel my whole life, and I think this is the first time I'm gonna sleep over here. It never made sense to sleep here because we lived close by, so.
Nou, jy vas.
En ek ja, nee, ek kan my eie ding vas. Maar nou het ek hierdie bembo. Ek kap mis en ek kap my hier daar. Nou die merkie sal ek sien daar.
Er het nog een paar merkies bijgekomen.
Ja.
Palm, môre.
Jagers, nee?
Waar is het vuils? Good morning. It was a lovely night at the Lion Elephant Motel. Basic yet comfortable, and now we are enjoying a morning coffee on the banks of the Lundi River. Have a look at that. Of course, we are close to the bike bridge Harare main road, so you can expect the sounds of traffic. Now I'm still in the Lundi River, and the small bridge which you see over here, the low one, that's the original bridge across the Lundi River on the bike bridge Harare road, and it still dates back to the strip road days, and that was replaced by the much higher bridge over there later on. However, this lower bridge was still intact all the way up to there, up to the year 2000, when those cyclones hit this area. So the floods crossed the high bridge by a couple of meters, and that totally just demolished the lower one. So it withstood floods for about, what's it, the better part of 60-70 years, and it took one major flood event to completely destroy it. But that's part of the history of the area. But now it's time to continue our journey towards Gonarezhou. Yesterday we started in Messina, passed through Bart Bridge and spent the night here at Lundi at the Lion Elephant Motel. Now the plan for today is to drive up to Ngundu up there, and then eastward through Triangle and Gonarezhou all the way down to the Gonarezhou National Park. So we are visiting the northern parts for this weekend. We'll be staying at Chapinda Pools camp right over here. So it's generally not a good idea to travel faster than 110 on these roads. They are less than ideal. Not too many potholes, however yesterday we encountered some, but it's patched. It's a lot of patchwork, and the shoulders are just terrible.
A lot of cattle and donkeys around.
Yeah, I think it did. And also
shoulders.
Yeah, the shoulders are terrible, and don't travel at night. Whatever you do, don't travel at night. The main reason for that is a lot of unroadworthy vehicles and a lot of animals on the road, so cattle and donkeys especially. So just don't do it. It's just
too dangerous.
Yeah, it's just too dangerous. This is Lundi service station. So the river just down here, I'll show it you just now, was called the Lundi River. That's because the colonial powers couldn't pronounce Runde River, so a lot of the names in Zimbabwe was just well, converted to that. It's just what the name sounded like to the English. So yeah, it was called Lundi River, so this is still the Lundi service station. This is still about 200 km from Beitbridge, and it's also a fuel stop, so one of the places you can refuel. Lovely spot. They used to have accommodation here. I don't know if it's still functioning. This was the Lundi River, and it's on the banks of this river that we will be camping the following 2 nights. Always obey the speed limits. However faint the signpost might be, obey it until you get the cancellation sign. It's a white sign with a diagonal black line across. So that signals that you can drive the general speed limit again, which is 120 for normal vehicles, kilometers an hour, 100 if you're drawing a trailer, and 80 for buses and trucks. So we need to report to reception, and this is it.
How are you? Very well, Clemens. How are you? I've forgotten which campsite.
Standard 1 and 2.
Okay.
So we are here. We just arrived at the tented camp at Tupina Pools, and just have a look at this view. Yes. Yep. There's elephant over there. Shall we go and have a look at Masasanya Dam?
I think it's a good idea. We should see quite a few elephant bathing.
Really?
Yeah. Dit is een mooi zeker. Ja, maar volkies. Loop volkies. Zie die krokodil in elk geval.
Dis baie mooi foto daai.
Dankie man. Hè.
Wil jy met my praat, hoor?
Ek dink jy kan my hele sing opgooi.
Stem saam, ja? Dankie, moeder.